Hello everyone. Today I will be giving a demo on one of my client projects on SupportPay. In this project we have used Next.js, TypeScript, Hasura GraphQL and AWS full stack. So let me first give you a brief introduction to the project. The project was all about managing the children's expenses between the separated parents and resolving disputes regarding managing the cost. So let's get started with the login page. So here's the login page where you have to log in. In this, we have provided the SSO login pages where we have an Apple, Google, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn login feature, as we have also provided the conventional way of setting the email and password. You can also reset your password by clicking the forget password, and then you will get a reset password pop-up where you will fill the email address. You will receive a temporary password in your registered email address. For new accounts to get registered, click on Create a New Account to see the registration form. Verify your email to get started. For now, let's continue with Gmail. So if you register for the first time, you will be directed to the account setup page where you will be filling the necessary details such as about you, the child and the other guardian information. So let's for now submit the information. The security question is filled and is asked from the other parent when he or she registered from the invite sent to the other person. Likewise, let's invite Shama to her email. She will receive an email invitation with the link to the registration page on the SupportPay. Whenever she is accessing the page, the security question will be prompted and she needs to fill in to continue access to the site. Now, let's know what an invitation looks like. As you can see in the video, this is what an invite will be. If the person will click on the register now, the other parent will be redirected to the registration page where they will be filling out their information and continue using SupportPay. Why invite the other parent? When you click on it, you will see the points on why it is necessary. Let's just finish registration for now. After finishing, you will see a welcome screen. So let's go to the dashboard and you will see two options. One, the to do option, and number two, the recent activity. The to do option would show you the reimbursement or the expense the other parent might have created for you. That is what you have to pay them or the payment which is pending from your end. The recent activity shows all the recent activities that you have performed. So for now you have only completed the registration. So that's the only activity that is available on the screen. We have also provided the feature to hide or show individual columns. You can also copy the data from the clipboard, export the data in a CSV file, Excel file, and even print the data on the table you want, and even export the data in the form of a PDF. Now, let's go to the inside information page that contains 4 sections. Number 1, your information. Number 2, e-check. Number 3, PayPal. And number 4, email notification. The your information section contains all the information you have filled in your registration and account setup. You can edit the details from here, or you can even change your password from here. As we directly signed in through SSO, so we don't have a password. But if you want to change the password by using the same email address, you will receive a temporary password that you can use to change the password. eCheck bank to bank connection contains the bank to bank registration, or eCheck registration is what you have performed earlier. This is important because if you want to pay from the merchant or the other parent via digital checks. PayPal contains your PayPal account's information, so this is how it will directly take your email address. Even you can create a new PayPal account from PayPal sign up page. The email notification section shows you certain checkboxes that will give you the facility to click on the period, as in when do you want to receive the email from SupportPay. Here, by default, email instant is selected. So whenever you perform an activity or some other activity, you will instantly receive an email. Now, let's go on to the other case page. The case page contains two tabs. Number 1, Children, Parent and Case tab. Number 2, Categories, Splits and Merchants. The Children tab contains the list of children you have added. So for that, you can click on the Add Child button and fill in the details, which will be saved to the database. You can edit the details or delete them. The parent details section contains the details about the other parent, which they can only edit. The shared information section shows you the information that you have opted to share with the other parent. Details include the personal information, documents, merchants and receipts. So if you have selected all these, it means that you can share your information with them. So now let's go to the category splits and merchants. Category splits provides you the functionality to create splits. For instance, if you want to pay 50% of the child Himanshu's amount for childcare, you can see that you can pay 50% of the amount for the childcare of Himanshu. You can even edit this if you want, or you can delete the split if you wish. You can also see the feature we have added to the show and hide the content. Copy the clipboard, export the data in different formats, or even print it. Let's say you want your own custom category apart from the default category to enter the name of the category you want. We are just creating the other parent category that we provide you. Set the custom name and the category would be created. You can also edit the name of the custom category you want. You can add a merchant that you can deal with particularly. Let's say if you deal with the merchant for childcare. Add a name and then the merchant will be shown to you whenever you have to pay the expense. You have the edit, delete option and share option. You have the edit, delete option and the share option to share the merchant with the other parent by clicking on the shared item, and this can also happen in the custom category. You can add an expense or choose an expense from the other parent or yourself. It could be direct or a reimbursement, which you will get by clicking on the top. If you have a receipt, you can even upload the receipt, which will be verified from the backend, and then the details of the receipt will be extended, and then the details of the receipt will be extracted by default and will be set on the page over here. And if you want to create an expense for the other parent, click next. The amount will be extracted by default and made and showed to the other parent in his or her to-do table. So this was a quick demo of my project. Thank you. Are you looking to hire a full stack developer for your application development? Choose Forcebolt, the leading full stack development company with the most viable pricing. We have proficient pool of skilled resources who have rich experience in developing high-end web, Android and iOS applications for higher performance, scalability and compatibility. Get in touch with the top-notch certified developers now.